pre-game hype, pre-season hype. He's even mentioned as a Heisman favorite that he wants his wide receiver to lock in on his teammates, lock in on doing his job and being a physical blocker downfield, making sure he doesn't have any drops and setting some small goals so that he is in the Heisman conversation at the end of the season. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. So Miami's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it. .25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Take a minute to talk about Michigan. What does a top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, the running back has it. Pulled to the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Fires to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The give on 4th. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
But how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Marsh. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Left side, it's Reynolds. Open space at the 25. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the 1st down.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing, Underwood. Unleashes to the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
From the gun. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Throwing, Mensah. Out wide left, it's Lofton. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back's got it on the screen. He's past the 30. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Looking for room. It's Compton. They put the brakes on it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback changing the play. Mensah throws to the wideout. Left side, it's Moore. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Throws toward the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Miami! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Out wide right, it's Marsh. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Long way to go on second down. Trying to establish the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Underwood from the gun on third down. He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that
play. The give to the left. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The give to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Hand it to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Underwood unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Here he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, even calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave, that's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They're all over him. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
2nd and long here. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to take it outside. It's Pringle. Swamped immediately.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Selling the fake. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
The Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
From the gun, it's Pringle. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And the Canes decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Working the ground game. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Catches it cleanly at the 20.
Returner is tackled down at the 30. And your Miami Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
Now this offense is back on the field. On the ground, it's Pringle. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Making the adjustment. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking deep. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
So here comes the Michigan offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Play fake, Underwood. Buying a little time to his left. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From deep, it's Compton. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the right. With the catch, it's Jacobs. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. He's changing the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of, in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one, make that first impression.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On the move, it's Pringle. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. They'll send out the kicker here. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Quick give. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Right side, it's Marsh. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Here's Underwood to throw. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Trying to get started. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Making the adjustment on the play. Running inside, it's Pringle. Runs through a tackle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Left side is Lofton. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Mensah. Going for the big play. Snags it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the Michigan offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. He's going to take off. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. At the 45 on his way. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Hits inside. It's Pringle. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon taking on the number 13 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Ducks, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Mensah to throw. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Brings it in down the left side. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
And that's what makes makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Setting up the screen. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Makes a man miss. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Finds his big tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Bryce Underwood to the air again. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
And that last completion was a bit of a Pyrrhic victory. It made 3rd down even longer. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game, and they've been trying to make the adjustments on the sideline and in the locker room, and finally they're able to get to him. And they did it because all 11 guys were on the same page. It wasn't just one guy trying to be a hero and get out of his gap. Everybody did their job, and they got him down for a big loss on that side.
Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Sells to fake. Still looking to his right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Big play coming up right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Keeps it moving. It's Compton. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Underwood. Out wide right, it's Reynolds. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Pulls it in. It's Reynolds. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this fourth down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Fourth down, Underwood. Shoots it to the left. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's a gift to Lyle. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Throwing, Mensah. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Here's Underwood to throw. Working that left side now. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for running room. Turning it on. He's past the marker. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Short pass. Plows through the defense. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Rolling, Underwood makes the grab. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snags it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Lets it fly. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Compton. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Off play action on 1st down. Rushes on. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. The run inside. It's Lyle. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a costly mistake and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now this offense can drive down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
Deep in the end zone, it's Compton. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Cuts it upfield. It's Compton. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Mensah. On the move. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
Here's Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Right side, it's Marsh. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Send the tight end in motion. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Looking for room. It's Marshall. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal.
And big-time play by this defensive line. Setting the line of scrimmage, getting the stop, forcing the fourth down. Now, I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling plays, if I'm calling plays, well, really, if anybody's calling plays, I'm thinking green light.
Yeah, so let's see if the defensive line can do it again. You just saw it on that last play. Can they bow up one more time, make a game-changing and a momentum-changing type play to give the football back to their offense?
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Jordan Lyle to begin the drive. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Rush right in his face. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football